All right, let's dive into this hot-button topic, lust. It's a raging storm inside most of us, a battle we're all fighting on different fronts. We often treat it like a game of tag, pointing fingers at others to absolve ourselves. It's like we're playing out Adam's old script. The woman you gave me made me do it. Ring any bells? Here's the deal. You can't play the blame game and win the fight against lust. Lust is our own demon. It's an internal battle, and it starts with owning up. When we get on our confession groove, it's about our own missteps, not those of the lady down the street. Who's got the time to judge their skimpy summer attire when you have your own soul to mend? Now let's get real. Would you have lustful thoughts if your mom, sister, or daughter were the ones wearing those clothes? I'm guessing a big fat no. Why is that? Simple. You have genuine love for them. So here's the crazy part. When lust overpowers us, it exposes a lack of love in our hearts. Yes, you heard right. Lust equals a love deficit. We're not talking about just turning someone into an object of desire, but also admitting that our hearts could use a little love top-up. It's time for a heart check, folks. We need to upgrade our emotional software to be more love-compatible and less lust-prone. Let's address the elephant in the room, pornography. Many young men feel trapped in its snare, finding it as hard to escape as trying to exit a roundabout on a merry-go-round. Some wise folks refer to it as the devil's art gallery. It feeds the lust beast within us, twisting our perception of women from divine beings to mere sources of pleasure. Can you see the evil in that? St. Isaac the Syrian once said, "Whoever doesn't voluntarily withdraw from temptation will involuntarily become the slave of sin." Ouch. Not an exciting prospect, is it? Temptation comes in two flavors, external and internal. Even Christ faced it, but he never let it creep inside him. He didn't get cozy with temptation or let it become a resident evil. He didn't let his mind drift into fantasy or enjoy temptation. And that's exactly what we need to do. Shut the door on temptation before it steps in, move in, and throw a wild party. An effective weapon against lust? Confession. It's like letting your soul go skinny dipping, bearing it all. Lust hates that. The more you expose it, the less power it has. So don't shy away from confession. It's the first step towards kicking the serpent in the face. I know. The struggle against lust can often feel like you're in a one-person boat sailing through a storm. But remember, feeling out of place, a little odd, or perhaps even isolated in this battle, is more common than you think. You're not the only passenger on this choppy sea of temptation. Just take a moment and think about the countless saints who have walked the same path, faced the same demons. Their journeys have been etched in history, serving as beacons of hope for us. These were no ordinary people. They were individuals just like you and me who had to wrestle with the very same adversary lust. Think about St. Mary of Egypt, for instance. Her story wasn't all roses and sunshine. It was a fierce battle against lust, an intense personal struggle. But she persevered, fought hard, and eventually emerged victorious. She turned from a life of sin to become an embodiment of penance and repentance. Consider Moses the Ethiopian. He wasn't born a saint. In fact, his early life was a cocktail of lust and violence. Yet he transformed into a spiritual giant, demonstrating that even the darkest beginnings can lead to an enlightened end. His life is a testament to the fact that no battle is unwinnable, no habit unchangeable. And then there's St. John the Long-Suffering. His name itself tells a tale of perseverance. Even as a monk, he faced the relentless taunts and attacks of lust. But did he surrender? No, he stayed true to his calling, grappled with his passions, and ultimately triumphed. So if you're feeling your heart sink, raise it up with these narratives of hope and victory. Each of these stories is a testament to the strength of human spirit, to the power of transformation. They remind us that the fight is indeed real, but more importantly, they reaffirm that victory is not just a distant dream but a real possibility. Victory might seem elusive when you're in the throes of battle, but remember, so was it for these saints at some point in their journey. Yet they emerged victorious. With determination, faith, and an unwavering will, they turned their trials into triumphs. And guess what? You can do it too. So gird your loins, gather your strength, and take heart. Remember, the night is darkest before the dawn, but dawn always follows. The fight is fierce, the journey taxing, but victory is sweet, and that victory can be yours. It's time to face the music and charge head-on at this challenge. It's time to take a good hard look at the figurative mirror and start chipping away at the idols we've built in our minds and hearts, the idols of our desires, our pleasures. Yes, that's right, the shiny statues we've erected to celebrate our own self-gratification and sensual satisfaction. The sheer love of pleasure, letting it rule our thoughts, actions, and our lives, is no less than idolatry. It's like we've sculpted a golden calf out of our fantasies and are now bowing down to it. But remember, history has never been kind to idolaters. There's a reason why it's a big avoid at all costs in the spiritual rulebook. When we allow our personal satisfaction and cravings to sit on the throne of our lives, we're offering our power and freedom to a false deity, a figment of our lower selves. This idol promises us temporary happiness, a fleeting moment of joy, but leaves us feeling emptier than ever. It pulls us away from the genuine warmth of love, from forming real connections, and from recognizing and respecting the divine image in others. Now let's lace up those metaphorical boots of ours, gear up with our weapons of self-awareness, confession, and pure love. Remember, this isn't a walk in the park. This is a rigorous hike up a steep mountain. But the view from the top, the satisfaction of victory over our lower selves, is worth the struggle. At the heart of it all, never forget the golden rule. Love always emerges victorious. Love is not just the key to winning this battle against lust, but it's also the prize. It's about embracing love for others, certainly, but also for ourselves. We are, after all, not just warriors in this battle, but also healers of our own wounds. So, muster your strength, cultivate your willpower, and let the force of love lead you to victory. The journey might be long, but remember, the best stories always are.